I do think, I just want to address that because I do think, you know, we have compulsive undereating, as in anorexia, but anorexia does not cost us £47 billion a year. So whilst I agree that there are elements of society that are compulsive overeaters, I think there's also a very large, excuse the pun, element of society that what we mustn't do, I think we're doing them a huge disservice, and society as well, if we just say they can't help it, they are addicted to this, that and the other, because actually a large section of society can help it. And what we have to do is to help them to help themselves. So take personal responsibility for what you eat, look at the reasons behind why you eat, and then what I've said time and time again, we need to get the food industry under control in this country, because I went out shopping the other day, high street clothes stores now, queuing up at the till, sweets. They sell clothes, and then suddenly, at the till, sweets, 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 sweets. It's wrong. Packaging, it's all disguised on the back, what's in it. You need to be a mathematician to work it out, what's good for you, what's bad for you. It's all pernicious, willful confusion to make us all not understand what we're eating, and it needs to be stopped.
I mean, you say that, but you know, if you have an apple or a cupcake, you kind of know what you're getting.
That's the two extremes.
Of course,
but there are food products that are branded as healthy, or they go low in fat, and then you read the sugar content.
No, I'm saying that because that's what, you know, people at home may well be saying.
They put the good stuff on the front, and then they put the bad stuff in teeny.
We talk about packaging. You know, we've mentioned it before in terms of weight gain on wine bottles and that sort of thing. If they actually put the calorie content, or I remember once saying if you put so many burgers is equal to a bottle of wine, you wouldn't do it. We've mocked up. If you did buy a fast food burger and you actually put a picture like that on the inside of it, do you think that would make a difference in terms of to remind you that when you eat this is what
people still buy cigarettes with smoking kills written on the front? It would make a big difference to some.
And also, I don't know morally how right it is to say you don't want to look like that bloke.
Because that bloke might be happy with the way he looks.
That's not very kind.
I think, I mean, like I say, we just mocked it up to be extreme and to say exactly, you know, that they have those pictures on the back of cigarette packets, and maybe we should do the same there. Not necessarily saying you don't want to look like him, just saying this is what may happen. If
you need to concentrate on health, I think, rather than fat shaming and just saying, you know, you want to look like this.
Shaming doesn't work, because I'm totally in agreement with you. If you have a compulsion to eat, and I, like you, believe absolutely that some people are addicted to food and they use it to fix their emotional selves.
In the same way that people have a drink or have a cigarette?
Exactly the same way. Except it's much worse, because if somebody's an alcoholic, they are helped to abstain completely from alcohol, because they know one drink can lead to 100. With food, you can't do that. Right. And so you need all sorts of different kinds of education. But something I'm really passionate about is, if it's costing the government this amount of money, lock the school gates at lunchtime. Don't let anyone go to the chicken shops, because the chicken shops literally make me cry when I see children getting their lunch.
You mean all the deep
fried chicken and chips, queues right down the thing, and give them one amazing meal every lunchtime, because there are an awful lot of people that aren't getting any sort of education at home on how to eat properly. And if we could have, we would definitely influence thousands of people to a better way of eating in the future.
And you mentioned,
and we can do that. We've got control over that.
You mentioned snacking earlier, and you're absolutely right. And I was terrible at that. My daughter would go, "Oh, I'm hungry," and I'd go, "Oh, have this because there's no dinner for 2 hours." But I've stopped doing that now. I've said it's okay to be hungry.
In Italy and France, they're happy if you're hungry 2 hours before your lunch, because they're fantastic. You're going to really eat at lunchtime.
Better when you're hungry.